Yo, so with the plug checking in, man, with Dirty Glove Bastard. I'm jumping off the motherfucking porch right now.
I need a freak, a certified nigga, give her squirting on the bed. She like to fuck a rich nigga, turned off them perks.
Alright, welcome to DGB.
What up, dog? What up, dog? Zip.
Soe Boy Da Plug.
Oh, man, it's on the flow, man. Soe Boy Da Plug in the building. I'm off the porch today, my baby.
Glad to have you here, man.
All day, all day.
What you got going on down here in Atlanta right now?
Oh, man, off top, man, I got to shout out motherfucking Dirty Glove, man. This shit on the flow, off the porch, man. Major love to y'all for putting this shit together, man. Shout out to my nigga D-State over at Views. I had a walkthrough over there. The new Views Atlanta down here. And shout out Crystal Caldwell, too. We got a radio station interview coming up right after this, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta Takeover, man. We here, Detroit.
Okay. What's life like in Detroit?
Oh, man, shit, you know, it's a beautiful thing right now. I will say that. The city going crazy, but, you know, everyday life, just like everybody else, got a hood, got some good, got some bad, but we turning the city up right now, man. We buying shit up, opening shit up, starting new brands and shit. It's on the flow right now, I ain't gonna lie.
What part of Detroit are you from?
East side stand up, man. East side all the way. East 1 and Van Dyke, man. I was raised on Shoemaker. Always been on Shoemaker, East 1 and shit, but I got my west side ties and shit too, you know what I'm saying? But east side, where it's at, man. I was born and raised over there.
Tell us a little bit about your childhood.
Shit, coming up, you know, moms was at the crib and shit. We wasn't balling back then, boy. It was computer. It was computer. You get your box, you go home, you throw the powdered milk in the garbage, you know what I'm saying? You keep the peanut butter and jelly, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was growing up, but shit, DPS, school to school. I went to about 13, 14 high schools, got kicked out of all of them. Shit, and I'm here now.
How old was you when you first decided to jump off the porch?
I'm gonna say about 14. About 14, man. I started jumping off the porch, you know what I'm saying? And back then you ain't know much, you know? So when you see Unc them getting money and shit, they riding big 24s, you just jumped off the porch, you like, all I knew at the time was a Nick bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Unc them sold 5,000 nicks to bet at. Like, I ain't know about balls and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? But shit, that shit dope, man. It's real inspiring, bro.
What's the biggest life lesson you learned so far?
Biggest life lesson? Can't show love to everybody. You think it's genuine, you think everybody got the same approach, but you can't show love to everybody, man. You know, that shit'll bite you in the end.
Okay, well, on another note, what's the biggest obstacle you had to overcome so far?
Biggest obstacle, I'm gonna say, is converting. Converting, I've been just like on some legit shit, music. We got Sportzone Lounge just opened up. We got the edible brand, Thrax Snax. It's in dispensaries all over the city. Just converting, you know what I'm saying? When you invest in a business, it take a little minute before you even think you about to make some money. You're gonna be putting in money. So, you know, that's the hardest part. It don't come right back, you know, like other ways and shit.
All right, when did you start making music? Like your first exposure to the music business?
I'm gonna say about 15 years old. We was doing battle raps and shit in the hallways and shit, just winning them battle raps and shit had me like, damn, people like when you write little creative shit, when you think, you know what I'm saying, say a metaphor and some catchy shit. Just seeing the girls like, oh, in the hallway, that shit was like, yeah, I wanna keep doing this. She like me now.
Who's some of your your favorite rappers and your influences?
Growing up, I'ma definitely say Jay-Z off the back. I always been listening to Jay-Z for a long ass time. Far as metaphors and like building my craft, I'ma have to hats off niggas like Lloyd Banks, Cassidy, you know, just actual like bar for bar rappers, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? The niggas just like, they creative as hell with their lines. You ain't never heard a nigga recycle that bar ever in your life, you know? That type of shit.
What's the biggest sacrifice that you've had to make so far to be successful in the rap game?
The biggest motherfucking sacrifice, I'm gonna have to say time. You put a lot of time into this shit, bro. Like, just grinding it out with the leg work, the promo, club to club, bad. You know, you spend up, put up. The time, you can get the money back. The time, that shit is gone. And there's a lot of shit you probably can do right now. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can do besides rap, but I'm gonna say the time, bro. That was the hardest thing, just putting the fucking time in, cause, you know, consistency beats skill. And nowadays, you know, you can be the sweetest nigga, but shit, if you ain't in the studio but once every 6 months, that weak nigga who's staying in the studio, you know what I'm saying, consistency gonna win every time. So shit, the time is what matter most.
How did you get your rap name?
Soe Boy came from my big brother. He started calling me Soe after we had cut down, man. You know, we had to cut the group down, man. There was a lot of people claiming Soe that couldn't claim Soe, but shit, now it's who it is now, and that's where it came from. It's an acronym too, you know, Street Official Entrepreneurs. That's what it came from, banging about the green, because everybody be black and yellow. It's all love to the gangsters, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we was about the money. Like, we, you know, you might see us over here with Cuz now, you might see us over here with Blood now, but shit, ain't nobody complaining, you know what I'm saying? We about the bread, like, shit.
What's the music scene back in Detroit like right now?
Oh, man, we taking over right now. Detroit is fucking next up, bro. There's so many motherfuckers popping right now in their own little town and circle, and Ipsy and Youngster got it, and then you got the Flint, then you got the city, you got East, West. Detroit taking over, man. We got a lot of new artists coming out the city, bro, and I just wish motherfuckers would shine more light on them niggas that's coming up, because I know how it is, like, I know how it is coming up, but Detroit up next for sure, 1,000%.
Can you tell us about the inspiration you got for your new single with Sada, the Bedroom Bully remix?
Yeah, inspired shit. I had to make something for the freaks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know how to shoot them up on the track. Everybody got the Louis belt with the Cartiers on the track. The ladies wanna hear something they can shake that ass to. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make sure I get them something, and just the certified freaks, man. Just making sure the freaks know they got something. I got your back. I'm the new motherfucking Uncle Luke, you hear me? I'm gonna make you like this shit.
Is it hard to get radio play back in Detroit, or even just in general?
I feel like, yeah, hell yeah, for the average artist, man, there's so many people walk up there like, play my music, or how can I? There's so many of that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like radio is like, damn near like a few steps before your last stop with a record. You kind of want them to hit you up. If you got to go up there and be like, play my record, it might not be time to just put it on the radio immediately. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's kind of hard to get on the radio shit. My shit been on the radio motherfucking non-stop lately though, man. Shout out 97.9, shout out 107.5, man, my nigga Dr. Darius. He been taking over with that shit, man. Free Ride at 5, we goated with that shit. They loving that shit right now. They be in traffic right now, tagging your baby crazy, twerking out the window. I love that shit. Shout out to everybody supporting that shit too.
What should we expect from your upcoming project?
Oh man, all bangers. All bangers, man. I ain't gonna lie, I did about 35 songs just working toward this project, and I'm cutting the best like 11 out. So shit, you know it's gonna be a song for song, just bangers. Like the best 11 out of 35. I took 35 to put toward this project, and all heat, man. I'm working with all type of artists, man. Street Fam, Ace out of Milwaukee. I've been fucking with Paid Mo and Youngster. I done worked with Jaywalk out in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, down there by Pittsburgh. Shit, we've been linking in with a lot of artists, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear them on the tape though. That shit heat. It's heat like a motherfucker.
You got any producers on there you want to shout out?
Hell yeah, man. Should definitely shout out my young dog, produced by Coper, man. He been going crazy. Rest in peace, my nigga. He be fresh as fuck. For sure, me and Willie J was able to bless one of his beats. I Am Billiards, I just got one from him. My nigga Helly, we been cooking up. You know Helly got to get on the tape one time, you know what I'm saying? And shit, it's a lot of producers, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out my nigga Azar too, putting that shit together.
You want to tell us about your label?
The Plug Music, man, I signed myself. I ain't gonna lie, I signed myself, man. Shit, I don't know. I done won 3 times, 4 times in a row in my city. I'm a 3-time rap champ. 107.5 with imported from the D with Foot Locker. Right before that, it was the Shelter in the Basement, took that first place too. Then we took it to the rooftop at Exodus, sponsored by Martell and Avion, DJ Mix now, took that shit first place. I don't know what to say no more. I went against over 200 rappers in my city, 300 rappers in my city. They keep saying first place, first place, first place. Shit, I'm worth listening to. Somebody give me a listen, shit, you know?
Is it harder to be an independent artist when you grinding, or what you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you gotta do all that shit on your own. You gotta do your upload, your promo, your registering, your putting on the streaming platforms. You gotta write your video out, get the props, get the girls, get the location, write the song, you know what I'm saying? Keep up with your booking, check your emails and shit. Buy your beats. Shit, I don't mind putting the leg work in though. This shit fun to me, man. You know, it's a little obstacle course.
All right, with that being said, do you want to sign with a label? Are you interested with signing with a major?
I ain't gonna lie. If it makes sense, I'm with it. But it gotta make sense, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be stuck in nothing crazy and be all acting crazy, you know. If it makes sense to make dollars, shit, it's on the floor.
What was it like having a meeting with Black Youngster with CMG?
Shout out Black Youngster, man. We ended up meeting over at La Culture. It's a hot ass food spot, dope as hell downtown Detroit. And shit, we sat out, me, him, he had his tour manager with, he had about 5, 6 at the count with him, and shit, it was a long 3 hours, boy. But at the end of the day, shit, you know, I ain't end up leaving, signing nothing, and I learned, it was a good learning experience. I was able to kick it and just soak up game, like, cause you know, bro just got on recently too, like, so it's good to hear how that shit went along. Shout out my nigga Dr. Darius again, you know what I'm saying? When you learn about shit like media base and all the shit that labels and shit really check for, bro, that shit make you as an artist just move different, you know what I'm saying? You can tell everybody, I've been on the radio 2 years straight. If your song was in a mix and you ain't got that bitch registered at all tempos, and when they look it up, it's gonna say you was on the radio 2 times, 3 times. Your whole song gotta play a certain duration of the, you know how that shit go, you know, but it just puts you in a whole different perspective. You know, it's respected how they come at you. You see what's up. It go according to certain shit, album sales and your leg work, what you been, you know. I love this shit though, bro. We got a spot, we got our own spot, man. Sportzone Lounge, bro. I'm able to throw my own shows at my own building, so that shit is just fucking great. You know, I'm blessed enough to do that type of shit, and that's what I need to be on, man. Just getting bigger venues, you know.
Tell us about that. What's it like being a partner up at Sportzone Lounge?
Shit is great, man. It's right there in the 50 zone. We right there by the K, not far from where I grew up, Van Dyke, East Warren, Shoemaker. So the whole hood got somewhere where they can come and they know how we gonna play it in that bitch. It's a good business revenue. We do all type of shit in that bitch, smoking yoga, comedy, live band, you know what I'm saying? We just a nice multiple streams of income out the building. But the beauty of it is being able to throw my own shows at that bitch. Like, man, like, you know, that dope money, that motherfucking food money, all that shit add up, man. You know, it's a blessing for real. So shout out my niggas over at High Life, man. Slick, Ray, Swab, man. This shit on the flow for real.
Yeah, tell us about some of these other business ventures with the Thrax Snax. You got medicated yoga. What's going on with that?
Yeah, that shit going crazy, man. The Thrax Snax, man, we are high-end medicated goods, you know what I'm saying? We got it in about 4 or 5 dispensaries in Detroit right now, Cloud9, Treehouse, Planet 313, you know, east or west, if you know, tap the bio and shit, you'll see it, but that shit banging, bro. You know, the weed is legal up there in the D, so like they growing, they got dispensaries, you can drive around, all that shit, you know, it's just on the flow, like. But that shit is another reason why I can keep on rapping and not, have to take little Gatorade breaks to get everything straight. You got shit set in stone.
So yeah, you said you were 3 times rap champ. Can you tell us what it's like from winning the competition to throwing your own?
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out everybody who been coming out to them competitions. Some of them be like bar for bar, just skills. Then you got these people who say crowd participation. So when you can come and win something skilled, then you come and win something crowd participation. Hey, like it's really on the flow. It's genuine support, and I just seen like working with Foot Locker. Shout out Foot Locker Detroit, Aiden Kelly. Working with them, my boy Don, my boy Jimmy Goldfinger, man. It's just like, it's a good experience. It just lets you know what you're supposed to be doing, like the type of people you're supposed to work with, the type of circles you're supposed to be networking in, corporations with your branding. We was able to put Foot Locker Detroit logo right next to the Thrax Snax logo that was sponsored when we was working with Street Credibility, when they put me on the cover of that magazine. So to see Foot Locker brand next to a cannabis brand, man, hats the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Hats the fuck off, man. Shout out Street Credibility.
What was it like performing at Summer Jam?
Oh man, Summer Jams was dope as hell, man. Summer Jams was dope as hell. Just Shane Park. It's right off the water. They be pulling the boats up and letting the anchors down. They right there watching the show. You got the crowd lit up. That shit dope as hell, man. We was doing that with Loud Boy and Kane. I was working with Babyface, Ray, and T-Dot over at MIC. Shout out Mike B, Animal, KC. That shit was dope, man. We was able to rock out Summer Jams, man, pack the house out. It's different when you do that leg work and you finally get that call and response from the crowd. You say a couple lines and they say the other shit and you say some more shit, man. Ain't nothing like that feeling. Ain't nothing like that feeling. Ain't nothing like it, bro.
Tell us about that mixtape with Babyface Ray.
Yeah,
Loud
that
Boy
shit.
and Kane with him
Yeah,
and
that
T-Dot.
was dope, man. We put about 21 songs together, you know what I'm saying? That shit was all over the radio, added up, was fucking going crazy for 2-3 summers straight. Working with Babyface, working with T-Dot, that shit was dope, you know what I'm saying? We always competitive with the bars and shit. And shit, we end up just venturing into some other shit, and here we is, T got his shit, Ray got his CD, I got my, Now you got Loud on the streets, you got some Boy over there, you got some Kane. Hey, the streets is popping right now,
What are you currently working on?
Right now I'm working on the tape. I'm probably gonna drop that motherfucker in December. My B-Day on the 5th, so I'm going crazy around then. That bitch about to go crazy, bro. 11 songs out of fucking 35 songs. That's a good ass cut. You know what I'm saying? It's a good ass cut. Y'all gonna hear all fire on that bitch. All heat. All heat. And I'm working on big ass venues, man. Shout out to Terrell Ellis, man. TNL Entertainment, TNL. We're going crazy with the venues, man. We've been working with what is it? AXV, AVG now. They like all the venues, Royal Oak Music Theater, DTE, all them. They got the vaccinated law now, everybody vaccinated. So we doing big concerts on our own. We bringing artists here to the city. We booking the big venues and linking up with Ticketmaster and shit. We banging out. We banging out. We banging out, man. I ain't gonna care.
Okay. You got any last words? Any shout outs for anybody?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody been supporting the movement, man. Shout out motherfucking DBG, man. DGB, man. It's on the floor. This weed good as hell. Shout out to the weed, man. Soe Boy Da Plug.
Bitch, I need a freak, a certified neck giver, squirting on the bed. She like to fuck a rich nigga, turned off them perks. She done, but I'm still digging, murdering that